action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. And it's Garland in at the 1. Outside Holiday. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And here is Mitchell. Allen passes to Mobley. Over Tatum. They get the rebound. Second chance shot. And Mitchell with the layup.
And Mitchell's energy level is really impressive. He's someone that doesn't give up on possessions.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. No good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Garland, no good. Austin's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Mitchell wide open, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Mitchell's got 5 points so far. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. For Boston, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Outside Holiday, score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Brown. Dives to the hoop. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Mobley sets the pick for Garland. Mobley. And Tatum pulls it down. Boston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Tatum a screen. Here's White. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Cavaliers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Garland kicks to Mitchell. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Mitchell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Here's Tatum. He drives in.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. A 3 from Garland. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
A 3 from Porzingis. Up again, and it's put back in by White.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And here's Garland for 3. No basket with that shot, having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but we're anticipating it. So Coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
Thank you, David. Connects from three-point range.
This is how refined Tatum's motion is. He needs so little setup time.
And a deep 3 from Garland. Puts up a deep 3. They get it back. Mobley lays it up and banks it in.
Mobley. The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
The 3 from Tatum. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. This one for 3. Again, Mobley missing. Boston trailing. And Tatum puts up a deep three. Tatum with another miss. Out to the wing. The wide open look here for Garland. Fires from deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Cleveland. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the three.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Garland attacking. Yes, that goes in. Garland's got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs.
Dribble penetration is what Garland's all about, and he's a great decision maker on the move. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The Cavaliers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And here's Mitchell from the arc. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
A shot by Holiday, no good. And here are the Cavaliers. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get the
Ooh, wow. Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Mobley against Tatum. Mobley misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Mobley with the block. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. So it's the Celtics now. Trailing here by 8. Tatum, that's good. And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster is different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel's not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
Outside Holiday. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Crafty move, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. the 29th pick overall in 2017. He's come a long way. Kevin, chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. From deep three-point land, Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cleveland leading by 5. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A nice shot by Okoro.
Oh, great pass by Mitchell. He can run your offense, slide over to the 2 as well, giving you some great backcourt versatility.
Tatum taking it in.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Mitchell against White. Pulls it from 20. That one's not going to go.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We come back right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drumline. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Shireman in at the 2. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Off and running right out of the bat here to start the second half.
Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
Horford with the screen on Porter. Here's Pritchard. Up and in on the layup. Pritchard's got 5 now.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Celtics trail by 3. For the tie, Hauser misses. Merrill with the ball. Hasn't made one yet.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Shot on the wing. Here's Thompson. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Thompson's got his second basket of the game. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Can they get it? Hands it from downtown. Pritchard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Near the three-point line, it's Wade. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Here's Hauser to the inside.
2 minutes remaining.
A wide open look here for Craig. Pass to Shireman. Just 5 on the clock. Cavaliers with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Porter looking it over. For three. Buries the long-range jumper. Porter's got his second bucket tonight.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
From downtown, a three-pointer is right on target. Pritchard's got 11 in the second half.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Hunter, no one around him. And Thompson kicks to Hunter. Out to Wade. Cleveland moving it around. Porter passes to Thompson. For Craig. Here's Wade. They shoot again. Rebounded by Hauser. For Boston, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Here's Pritchard. Off target with his three. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. And stolen by Horford. Pass to Hauser. Fires for three. Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot.
Yeah, that is a timely three-pointer there. They had to.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the point guard position.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Allen, that's good.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Celtics trail by 9. Outside Holiday. Off target from three-point range. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. That one from long range. Mitchell's got the lead up to 12 now for Cleveland. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you know?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams. And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Mobley sets the pick for Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Pocket 6. And he nails that one right through the net. Mitchell's got 28.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Porzingis high post. White drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Mitchell against White. Mitchell passes to Garland. Allen at the screen for Mitchell. Another shot. Good as the jump shot falls. Mitchell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this is routine for Mitchell. He doesn't need much space to feel comfortable elevating.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Hits it from three-point range. And now a 12-point Cleveland lead.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
A three of his own for Tatum. That is how you respond.
For three, Mitchell. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. The three from Tatum. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Stolen by Garland. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve. Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Cavaliers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Stolen by Tatum.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. The offensive rebound. From past the arc, knocks down the three ball. Mitchell's got 38 points.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Fires from way out. Scored! Oh, what a shot!
Oh, my gosh. He made that?
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him
boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Now, New York starting 5. We've got OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the 5. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Brown. The Knicks pull it in. Towns with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Towns passes to Hart. Out to Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Just 4 to shoot. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. They get the rebound with 1 on the clock. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. White, good.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
You know, we talk about guys who can really guard 1 through 5. OG Anunoby is one of them, Brent.
Yeah, OG can make your night a living nightmare the way he can guard. He chases around shooters. He's physical enough to deal with wings who like to play in the mid-range, and he's relentless on the defensive end of the floor.
Now here's Anunoby. Three-pointer off the mark. Tatum with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. On the wing, Holiday. Back to White. Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Anunoby. Here's Brown. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
And sly move by Brown to ensure the foul. He might pass up on a chance to draw one off you.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Outside Holiday. There's the triple. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, does that help. When Drew Holiday's connecting from the three-point line, it opens up so much of the floor.
Holiday against Brunson. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Great rhythm to that shot. Tatum right off the pass.
Knicks trail by 4. Outside Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Brunson, a screen on Brown. Anunoby for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Anunoby's got 5.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
From down low, Brown passes to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Stolen by Anunoby. Bridges, right side. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting? Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard. They play defense first. They play a ton of minutes. But this team is gritty, and they don't give up. Brunson just knows how to manufacture points. Right now, being assertive.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Towns passes to Brunson. Towns down low. Working on Porzingis. Brunson finds Bridges. 5 on the clock. Back to Brunson. From behind the arc. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. Here's Porzingis, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And Porzingis just pouring it on here from the inside.
Here's Towns. Boston pulls it in.
Well, it's a make-or-miss lead. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
He knocks it down. Wait a minute.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the floor for New York, Mikal Bridges is out there with DeLon Wright. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Robinson in at the 5. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Celtics lead by 4. Tatum looking it over. Outside Holiday. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Killing them softly there. Holiday with the floater over the top. And that puts the D in a tough spot.
Robinson passes to Anunoby. Off target from 3-point range. The Celtics shooting great. 62% for the field and continuing to get it done.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And an Obi for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. So for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Robinson. McBride comes in for Anunoby. And it's Shamet in for Mikal Bridges. There's Tatum with the 3. And Tatum drills the 3.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Here's Tatum. Tatum works through the defense inside.
And it's fun watching Tatum continue to evolve as a scorer. Beautiful touch on that teardrop.
Towns a screen on Holiday. Here's Wright. Towns right side. 3-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. Towns has got his first 3 points of the game.
It does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
It's Holiday with a drive, and the shot goes down.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
Wright, pass to Shamet. Back to Wright. Pass to Towns. Achiuwa with a screen on Porzingis. The shot by Towns, no good. Boston on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. Tipped. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Walsh is checked in for White. Bridges, he's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Wright.
Really quick release there from Brunson. Let that one go in a hurry.
Here's Holiday. Pass to Walsh for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. 3-pointer, Bridges. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hauser passes to Porzingis. Here's Hauser. Brunson defending. Back to Porzingis. Tatum with it. Here's Hauser. 6 on the shot clock. With some arc. Look at Tatum using his length.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Brunson passes to Achua. Down low. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Holiday with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Here's Tatum. The shot no good. And some solid defense from Towns. Here's McBride. Takes it inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
And vision, such a key part of Brunson's game as the point.
Celtics lead by 7. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday passes to Tatum. Tatum with a screen. Pass to Walsh. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Boston closing out this quarter. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the 3rd quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Drew Holiday.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Horford at the 4 with Porzingis at the 5. Then it's Derek White, and it's Hauser in at the 3. Small forward. That's the Boston 5.
Pretty strong and physical that time from Al Horford on the inside.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Pass to Walsh. The 3. Hart pulls it in. Knicks trail by 7. Outside Brunson. Robinson a screen on White. Brunson passes to Hart. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
I know, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Some changes for Boston. Tillman's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Brown comes in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Walsh. And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to White. Back to Brown. It's stolen by Hart. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Anunoby. Boston pulls it in. Over a minute and a half now into this 3rd quarter action. Here's Pritchard. Anunoby covering. Horford. That shot off the mark. Knicks trail by 7. Outside Anunoby. From downtown. They get it again. Fires the 3. New York, no good that time either.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. New York has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Shamet. Takes the three. Sinks it from distance. Shamet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Robinson's defense is always a factor, Brent, and lately he's done a better job of staying on the floor.
Yeah, BA, fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots. It's about being in great position with your body and being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful.
Brunson assertive on the take. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Brunson's got 9.
Something about Brunson on the drive. He's just so fiery with the ball. Nothing's going to get in his way.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Wright's checked in for Brunson.
Number 0, DeLon Wright.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the third quarter here. Anunoby for 3. And it's Tillman with a rebound.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Knicks trail by 4. Anunoby on the wing. 7 points in the game. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Davison, he's checked in for White. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York. Achua comes in for Hart. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Drills it from deep. Pritchard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Now Wright kicks it out. Towns wide open. Here's Achua outside Anunoby. Here's Towns, another shot, and it's good on the lay-in. Towns has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's the kind of physicality you want to see from Cat, using his size down low.
Here's Pritchard. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Anunoby gets it to go. Anunoby's got 7 points for the quarter.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Out to the right wing. Here's Davison. And the Celtics have another 3.
Not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Here's Towns. Again, the miss by Towns.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
It's Shamet on the wing. Pass to Achua. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Celtics.
Checking in for the Knicks, Miles McBride. Mikal Bridges.
Here's Brown. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his...
The third quarter comes to a close. Celtics out in front, up by 5. And we'll return shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Achua is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's McBride in at the 3. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for Achua. Anunoby, he's checked in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for Wright. Here's Bridges. Towns outside. The 3 is up. He drops it from range.
Taking his shot, and Towns doesn't think, he just acts.
Brunson against Holiday. And he's going to the line for 2. The officials saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I can just see here tonight, sharing the basketball, the stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Outside Anunoby. Hart with a screen on Brown. Anunoby for three. And again, New York with the triple.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Holiday against Brunson. They kick it out to Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. For the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Oh, look out. JB throwing it down.
This guy has crazy hops. Brown levitates over the floor.
Three-pointer, Holiday. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Brunson driving in. Oh, Brunson cutting through the lane.
Well, Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
Brunson against Holiday. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Nice move. Here's Brunson. It's Hart on the wing. There's the three. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
And it's Tatum missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Anunoby for three. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. There's Tatum with the three. The rebound by Bridges. New York trailing. It's Hart on the wing. Defended by Brown. Bridges against Porzingis. Bridges passes to Hart. Back to Bridges. Clock at 4. Pass to Brunson. Takes the three. Boston pulls it in. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Tatum. From outside the arc. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Back to White. Right side Tatum, 19-footer. Tatum with another miss.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Brunson with the bucket.
And Brunson's got the mindset to deliver.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Holiday surveying the floor. Porzingis sets a screen. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Holiday with the ball. And it's Brunson picking him up. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Shot clock at 5. Tatum passes to Holiday. From deep three-point range. No good on the shot. Here's New York. 2-point game. Towns up top. Towns on a screen to take the lead. No luck on that one. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics.
New York foul. OG Anunoby.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
At the line for two.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Hauled in by Brown, and they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Anunoby, second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5.
At the line, Jaylen Brown.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Offensive board. Here's the 3, and count it.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
And so it's Boston. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
Forrest and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
So the New York starting five. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns, and it's Hart in at the four-man position. Here's Brunson, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's a Kuro. Those three-pointers off the mark. Pass to Hart. New York moving it around. Bridges shot. Good.
Well, a high-motor player like Mikal Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire off the catch and shoot, Mikal.
For three, Mitchell.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Will it go? Back to Mobley. Pass to Okoro. Shot clock at 5. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. For three, Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Cavaliers with the rebound. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Poked away, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It will be a jump ball.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Mobley dishes to Mitchell. Pass to Okoro for the three, and he's good on the three ball.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Towns, the screen. Jacks up a three. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. Mitchell with it. Bridges covering. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. No good with the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career of covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the score by New York. Garland kicks to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hart. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Now Mitchell. After the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, my goodness, the size and athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
No one covering. Brunson's got 7 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. And here is Garland. Brunson covering. Here's Mobley. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight on Anunoby. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gets it off. That shot off. And so it's the New York Knicks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Hart is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Shamet in a 2-guard. Here's Allen. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
Garland against Brunson. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 7. And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
And here is Mobley after Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep. Allen with the ball. Brunson picks him up. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Porter's checked in for Garland. Achua, he's checked in for New York. DeLon Wright comes in for Jalen Brunson. And Wright kicks to Shamet. The 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now Achua following the 3-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Offensive rebound. The dunk by Achua.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Now, here's Shamet. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Mitchell way outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. New York with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
There are very few guys who can match the athleticism of Donovan Mitchell. How quickly does he get off his feet?
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And that one's good by Porter.
Wow, you have to love the decision-making of the big man, Mr. Mobley. What a pass.
Wasted no time on that one.
3 points.
Wright's got 6 in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
If you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass. On time, on target.
Porter kicks to Okoro. Back to Porter. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. A three. Another three for Cleveland.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for New York. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Well, DeLon Wright taking advantage of that handle and that slithery ability to get through traffic. What a pretty drive.
Porter passes to Okoro. A kick out to Mobley. Now here's Okoro. Guarded close. Here's Mitchell. And he drops it in from the low post. 10 points for Donovan Mitchell.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Okoro wide open. He fires. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Pass to McBride. Over Porter. McBride's shot is off. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Okoro passes to Allen. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shoots over Shamet. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's New York enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Wade out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Sam Merrill. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Jerome in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Anunoby, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 14. And talking about the Knicks, G.A., do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer. A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Achua. And it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright. Sinks the three-pointer.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Here's Towns. The second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Here's Towns following the score by Cleveland. Bridges for 3. And it's Wade with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Merrill can't hit. New York leading by 10. For 3, Bridges. And Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Here's Jerome. Lays it up off the glass.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And Wade sends it back. One-on-one here. No on the wing. Pass to Hunter.
2 minutes.
Wade sets the pick for Hunter. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Hunter's got 6.
And it's his decision-making. Hunter looking like a surgeon the way he operated that pick and roll.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Hunter kicks to Wade. Hunter down low. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hunter's got 8 points in the quarter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Takes the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Pass to Towns. Here's Bridges. Launches a 3. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 11.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And the whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. .44 seconds left here in the third quarter. Thompson outside. Pass to Jerome. 6 to shoot. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, Thompson, a very good passer for a player in his position. Knows where everyone is heading.
Achua, the pass to Robinson. Stolen by Thompson. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
19 seconds left to play in the third, and it's good. 2 points.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Wright sets a screen. He takes it in, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Knicks lead by 5. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Knicks. Landry Shamet is out there with Wright. Then it's Robinson. And then there's Precious Achua. And it's McBride in at the small forward.
In the NBA, there is a high need for relentless scoring and skill to match that scoring. That is Donovan Mitchell.
Towns finds Bridges. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
This is what Donovan Mitchell is looking for. He wants to seek out body contact and get the hoop in the harm.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
The shot's good.
Don't be mistaken about that 6'1" frame. That 6'10" wingspan, 215 pounds. Look out inside.
Here's Brunson. The kick out to Towns. Beyond the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game. Mitchell in the corner. Lets the three fly. Drains the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 10 points in the quarter.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own three. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Anunoby outside. Hart with a screen on Mitchell. Bridges passes to Hart. Shot clock at 2. Here's Brunson. Good! Brunson, no fear down low.
Boy, what a dribble move by Brunson. Ball on a string on that drive.
Here's Mitchell driving inside. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
That one drops for him.
Both teams putting their energies into the offensive end. Where's the D?
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch. Boy, bodying up there, making sure to get position. That's really nice rebounding technique.
Bridges kicks to Towns. Pass to Hart. Some nice passing by New York here. And Anunoby slams it in.
Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Now, here's Mitchell. Mobley a screen on Bridges. For 3, Mitchell. The shot, no good.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Towns finds Hart. Brunson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Knicks lead.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
Stripped away. Bridges against Mitchell. Porter with the steal. On the wing, Mitchell. The tray. It's Porter outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Knicks leading by 7. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Back to Hart. Anunoby outside. Porter looking it over. Pass to Okoro. Down low. Here's Allen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, this is exactly the kind of position you want Jared Allen shooting from, right? He gets excellent position, makes defenders nervous this close. Good job drawing that foul.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap. And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here. Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Hart kicks to Brunson. Nailed from three-point land.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Bridges. Back to Towns. Stolen by Okoro.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalties.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Knocked away. And now Okoro running the floor all by himself. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. So a close game sees New York take this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here are the Celtics. Three-pointer, Holiday. He can't get that one to fall. Here's Mobley. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
Tatum looking it over. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
They get it back. Can't get the putback. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Brown with it. Strus covering. Brown gets the bucket.
For an athlete like Brown, you salivate. You just start drooling thinking about the open floor. Fast breaks are your friend.
And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Now here's Garland. Pass to Allen. Outside Mitchell. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
Garland against Holiday. Now Brown. And the jam by Brown.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? On the wing, Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Mobley. There's Tatum with the 3. It's stolen by Garland. To the wing on the left. From deep, Mobley. And Cleveland another 3.
Shooting while in rhythm. Good to see Mobley firing with no hesitation.
Tatum with a screen. It's Holiday with a drive. From behind the arc. Donovan Mitchell with a board. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. And here's Strus outside. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
Tatum from long range. Counted from distance. Tatum's got 6.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Now here's Strus. Mobley finds Mitchell. Goes up on the wing. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake. There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
A minute 6 left in the first quarter of the game. Three-pointer, Holiday. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. From deep, Mitchell. They get it back. And out of bounds, Boston will have it. There's 48 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Holiday. Porzingis in the post. Allen defending. There's Tatum with the 3. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
Yeah, I always saw that as an effort foul. If it happens once, coaches usually let it slide. You just don't want to make it a habit.
Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Mobley outside. Left side, Mitchell. Shoots over White. Again, the miss by Mitchell. Outside Tatum. Nails it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 9 points. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. The Celtics with the lead. And Richard thinking about Donovan Mitchell. He just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
Here's Garland. And that one good.
When you give Garland these looks, oh, he's going to find ways to capitalize, but I love his aggressiveness.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Here's Tatum. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That one misses for Tatum. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
Team foul.
And stolen by Holiday.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it. Run it.
I mean, what an athletic play for Holiday. Showing up the defense with a jam.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
From deep, Mitchell. Boston pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and
time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Porter against Holiday. And Porter hits from deep. Porter's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they have the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls, shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
From deep, Strus. Tatum pulls it in.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Tatum's got his 5th rebound in the Strus. Launches it. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Tatum. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Outside Mitchell. From deep. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Mitchell's got 6 points in the quarter.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Outside Porzingis. On the wing, Tatum. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Jason Tatum. He's a sharpshooter.
Oh, that's a sweet move, guys. That's how you humiliate someone on the court.
Ooh, you can break all the ankles you want. You still got to knock down the shot, and he nails it.
Outside, Brown. And he drives in. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Speed on display there from Brown. This man can turn on the Jets. He has another gear.
From deep, Mitchell. Kept alive. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Adding some extra style to the slam. Okay, what a move by Allen.
Holiday from long range. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Oh, just great energy. Stayed with the play all the way through.
Holiday with the ball. Right side, White. High arcing shot, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Boston out in front, up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Al Horford. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Davison in at the 2-guard spot. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Jerome passes to Thompson. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
And here's Hunter for 3. Knocks down the triple. Hunter's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Here's Pritchard. Lets the 3 fly. Goes back up. Out to Horford. Here's Davison. Okay, knockout!
Man! Wow! And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Jerome, no good. Boston leading by 6. Here's Pritchard. Good.
Nothing in the game's quite as smooth as a finger roll. Great finish right there.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Jerome passes to Wade. Outside Hunter. No good on the 3. For Boston, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Davison. Oh, yes! And a 2-handed jam!
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Here's Jerome. Here's Wade, defended by Craig. Here's Hunter. Boston pulls it in. Here's Pritchard. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. From the corner. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Thompson looking to win the run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Craig.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
These are his first free throws of the game. Good on the second one. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Davison. And a nice finish on the layup. Davison's got 6 in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop. Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Pritchard. The offensive rebound. Out to Craig. Here's Davison, covered by Merrill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Boston shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. First free throw is good.
Davison, 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Screen by Horford. And there's the lob. Pass to Craig. Launches a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Craig's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
54 seconds left in the third. Cuts off the pass. 3 on 3. And here's Hunter from the arc. Here's Merrill. Jerome on the wing. Fires from deep. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Wade. Off the mark there with a 3. Boston leading by 10. Here's Pritchard. He has 6. There's the triple. It's not going to go for him. Here's Jerome. Connects from downtown.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's Davison. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. And it's Garland in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. From deep, Mitchell. Yes. And a nice assist from Garland.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. Celtics lead by 6. Here's Brown. Wow, gutsy finish inside by Brown.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Mitchell up top. He's guarded by White. Mitchell, good. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Brown. Here's Tatum. This one for three. Oh, they find the hot hand. You can count it. He's 10 for 14 now.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
It's the intensity of Mitchell. Takes the contact and still hits the shot.
And that one misses. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
When you're Allen, just about 7 feet, dunking comes easy.
Outside Tatum. Launches it from deep. Oh, Tatum slings it from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got his 8th rebound here tonight. White can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 11. From deep, Strus. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
The defense has been locked in on Mitchell, but he's done a good job making the right play.
Spins. Outside Tatum. Six to shoot. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. The three. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
The control and precision of Mitchell's jumpers. Oh, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
White, the pass to Holiday. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Strus. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston leading by 5. Pass to Tatum. And 1:01 left in the fourth. Oh, Tatum commits on the drive.
Tatum's become very good at finding high percentage shots, driving hard, not just settling for jumpers.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. Hunter's checked in for Strus. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. And Mitchell launches it from deep. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's Tatum with the three. Drains the triple. Tatum's got 34 points.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. On the wing, Tatum. Checked by Mitchell. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused in.
Welcome, everyone. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. And for the Knicks, Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now Towns. After OG Anunoby missed from long range. Count the basket.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Knicks lead 2-0.
Holiday against Brunson. Tatum with the screen on Brunson. Here's Holiday. Makes it off the glass.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Knicks on offense. First quarter of play, 1 minute played, and it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the float.
4-2.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. From outside the arc. The Knicks pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Boston is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple of seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's the teardrop. The shot by Holiday, no good. Knicks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Brunson. Outside, Towns. Pass to Hart. 5 to shoot. Back to Towns. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Tatum. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one goes on Anunoby. Boston shooting their first free throw of the contest. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
And you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Bridges shot. Good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics, trailing by 5. Anunoby has the open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more insane.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Hart kicks to Brunson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They need this. Robinson pulls it in. New York leading by 8. puts up a deep three. And it's Anunoby. That time on the assist from Brunson. 6 points for OG Anunoby. And here's Tatum for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by New York.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Here's Hart. New York moving the ball around. Here's Brunson. Fires the three. Hart, no good. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's McBride. With one on the clock. And so it's New York holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A terrific tempo. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
They've got Robinson. Mikal Bridges out there with Miles McBride. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Tucker in at the power forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Jrue Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Craig. Puts up a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Craig's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
And Tucker has it in the corner. Back to Bridges. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Bridges, no one around him. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Holiday with the three. It's hauled in by Achiuwa.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Celtics trail by 8. Here's Davison. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Bridges. Here's Davison. Inside. And Tatum hammers it home.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
Here's Tucker. Robinson dishes to Bridges. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. 10 points for Mikal Bridges. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Craig finds Tatum. From the arc. Tatum with another miss.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got the lead up to 11 now for the Knicks.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Count it, good. McBride's got 5.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, Cup Man is going for the jugular.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And with a good array of moves, Holiday can pull up for jumpers because he keeps defenders guessing.
Pass to Robinson. Good work defensively by Horford. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 7-point differential.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the new group in for the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for P.J. Tucker. Landry Shamet checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Outside Tatum. And it's off from three-point range. The Knicks leading by 7. Here's Brunson. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Holiday gets the bucket. He's got 15.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Brunson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with him.
And that concludes the first half. New York ahead. They lead by 9. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
On the court for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Horford. Then it's White. And it's Pritchard in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Craig. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Offensive rebound. Takes a 3. And it's Anunoby. That time on the assist by Towns. Anunoby's got 9.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Runs in the pass to Anunoby. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Zinkus is checked in for Torrey Craig. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Drew Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Here's White, and it's blocked by Brunson. There's Shamet. Towns kicks to Shamet. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react. but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Towns, the pass to Shamet. Brunson outside. Brunson down the lane. Towns wide open. Off target from outside. Celtics trail by 11. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Horford no luck. The Knicks leading by 14.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And here's Brunson. Takes it inside. Towns finds Hart. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's the three. And again, New York with the triple.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Outside, Porzingis. And another miss by Boston.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Scooped up. Towns kicks to Shamet. Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Anunoby. No good. Some solid defense from Brown. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 17. White, good.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Runs in the pass to Towns. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Brown jams it in.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
New York, no good that time either.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
The Knicks leading by 12. On the wing, Anunoby. That three off the mark. They push it up, 4 on 3. Out to White. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And stolen by White. He can't hit that time. And so it's New York enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Celtics trail by 12. We've got Bridges. Achua is out there with Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Wright in at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Pass to Bridges. Three-pointer. Here's McBride. Out to Bridges. Lets it go with a three. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Holiday's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul.
Mitchell Robinson.
That's his first foul. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now,
though?
What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
Puts up a deep three. Rebound by the Celtics.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
First personal
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
And it's White missing. Bridges kicks to Robinson. Second shot opportunity and finished off by Robinson.
Super work on the boards. They really want to put their foot down now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Right against Holiday. And that one's good. Right. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Tatum. Robinson with the block. Got a piece of it. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Towns, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. Anunoby, he's checked in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright. For 3, Bridges. Rebound, Boston. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's White missing. Bridges passes to Brunson. Right to the hoop. Hart, that's good.
Well, this is why you watch the floor at all times. The best shot can appear in the middle of your own.
Holiday inside the line, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And he's got it all working for him tonight. Holiday's effort level and energy are off the charts. Late reaction defensively, he quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway, but that one was too easy.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
And the 3 ball is good.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Here's Brunson. Good kick out to Anunoby. Towns for 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Tatum from 3.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
Holiday against Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Brunson sets a screen for Bridges. Back to Brunson. Good.
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
7-62.
Outside Holiday. The Knicks pull it in. 17 points was their biggest margin. For 3, Bridges. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And it's Towns missing.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. This one for 3. Drills it from outside. Holiday gets the bucket, so it's New York picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win. Thanks so much.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And the Cleveland starting five. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Isaac Okoro is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3. And New York has possession. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. And that one's good. Brunson.
And those are 2 points earned by Jalen Brunson.
Outside Mitchell. Three-pointer, no good.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And here's Brunson from the arc. To the right side. Pass to Towns. 5 on the clock. Towns on a screen. Hart from long range. Mobley grabs the board. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau, and guys, Coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
That shot wide open.
Hart does a little bit of everything on the offensive end. He creates, he can score. This time knocks down the 3.
And Bridges, here we go. And it's Bridges with the jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And that's easy pickings right there. Leave someone that wide open, and Mitchell's not going to miss them.
Bridges passes to Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The 3 ball. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Mobley. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Now here's Okoro. And here's Hunter for 3. Towns with a rebound. And now the Knicks on the break. And he dunks it down.
A guy who loves attacking the rim, Hart putting some muscle on him.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. They trail by 1. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Towns for 3. Hits the trifecta. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half. He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Anunoby passes to Towns. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 5 now.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Now here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. Into the lane. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. 7 points in the game.
Something about Brunson on the drive. He's just so fiery with the ball. Nothing's going to get in his way.
Pass to Okoro. The 3 is up. The Knicks pull it in. Brunson with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Fires the 3. Brunson misses. For Cleveland, they've gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Here's Hunter. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Every basket from this kind of range is going to help Hunter's perimeter game. Doesn't worry about the defense.
Here's Here's Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Anunoby with it. For three. And the three-pointer goes. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
And that one drops for him.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Not going to go that time. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking along. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
On the court right now for Cleveland. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Ty Jerome is out there with Isaac Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the small forward position. Hart can't hit.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Allen. Hart pulls it in.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Outside Anunoby. Gets the three to fall. Anunoby's got 6 points.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
You can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Doubled by Hart. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Ball violation. That's a jump ball.
Allen, the pass to Hunter. Stolen by Anunoby. Here's McBride. Offensive rebound. Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's got his first 2 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
No one covering. 9 points in the game.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, B.A., if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
Now here's Wright. He's scoreless. The offensive rebound. Outside Achua. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And some changes here for New York. Bridges, he's checked in for McBride. And Brunson is subbed in for Wright. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Allen. Jerome attacking. Achua with a steal. Here's Brunson. Jalen Brunson playing big right now.
And mixing it up down low. Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
The three from Okoro. Back to Jerome. The three. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Mobley against Brunson. That one falls.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Achua gets the bucket.
And P.J. Tucker in for the share.
Cavaliers trail by 5.
Knicks lead.
Here's Jerome.
30.
Mobley finds Thompson. Back to Mobley. Puts up a 3. Counted from distance. Mobley's got 7.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Okoro outside. Thompson, a screen on Bridges. Pass to Thompson. Oh, from deep. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Bridges passes to Brunson. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Bridges. Jerome, no good. It's a one-on-one situation. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Towns.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
33.
Hunter on the wing. Over Achua. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Knicks leading by 5. All right, Allie's. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker, he's done a great job moving the ball around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
We've got Achua. P.J. Tucker is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. They get it back. Second shot opportunity, and Thompson with a lay-in.
Well, if there's 100 play calls that they have, Tristan's probably got 0 of them. He just goes in there and gets it done himself.
Porter against Brunson. Pass to Tucker. The 3 is up. Thompson pulls it in. Cavaliers trail by 6. Porter from outside. Knocks down the long J.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Brunson finds Achua. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Achua's got 6 points.
And vision, such a key part of Brunson's game as the point.
Knicks lead 44.
On the wing, Porter. Brunson defending. Merrill outside. From deep, Strus. The shot, no good. New York leading by 6. Pass to Brunson. Now Robinson. And he makes it on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Some footwork and some finesse from Mitchell Robinson.
46, 38.
And here's Porter outside. It's hauled in by Robinson. New York has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. It's scooped up. Tucker. The kick out to Brunson. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Cavaliers trail by 8. Now here's Strus. No points yet. Out to Thompson. Some room here for Strus. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Thompson with a nice job finding the open man, creating for his teammates.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
A new lineup here for New York. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Garland's checked in.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Garland, and there's the drive, and they pick up 2.
Pretty effective off the bounce there. Garland quick, and that got him to the rack.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Garland for 3. They get it again. Thompson passes to Wade. Out to Garland. Clock at 6. He drops it from range. Garland's got 5.
Garland right now really doing a nice job of staying in perpetual motion.
1:36 left in the third. Outside Hart from the arc. Towns passes to Shamet. Hart with it. 4-3. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Garland. He's got 5. 1:10 left in the third. Struce the pass to Merrill. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Cleveland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Mitchell's checked in.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Robinson, puts the move on, and a big finish by Robinson.
Not a coach in the league would be displeased with that kind of energy and effort that Mitchell Robinson showed there.
Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Outside McBride. Fires the 3. Mitchell grabs a miss. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. It's a 3-point game. The shake. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Hart lets it go from deep. No good there. That'll count. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for Cleveland. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Okoro is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Hunter passes to Okoro. Back to Hunter. Pass to Mitchell. From downtown. That's his third miss of the game. 9 for 12 overall. Brunson with it. Picked up by Allen. Now Anunoby. Towns down low. He's against Allen. The kick out to Brunson. Back to Towns. 4 on the clock. Hart from long range. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Outside Hunter. Pass to Mobley. Back to Hunter. Let's go with a 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 now. And an Obi for 3. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Kicks it out, Towns. Outside Hart. Back to Towns. Over Allen. Rejected by Allen.
How about the length from the big guy? Enables him to guard just about anybody, anywhere.
And New York has possession. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. The Cavs trailing. The 3 from Okoro. Sends it home from three-point land.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Here's Brunson. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Hunter for 3. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
What I like about that is Hunter did not rush the shot.
Brunson passes to Towns from deep three-point land. Towns can't get that one to fall.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Mitchell double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Takes a 3. And Karl Anthony Towns hits from deep.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Pass to Allen. Outside Hunter. Now Mobley. On the wing, Mitchell. Stolen by Bridges. Here's the break. Towns on a screen. Here's Brunson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
Cleveland has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. From deep, Mobley. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds now. Brunson with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges with it. Back to Anunoby. Now Brunson. 5 to shoot. Here's Hart. Covered by Mobley. Hart can't hit.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Yes, it's good.
It's Spider time. Donovan Mitchell, ice in his veins.
Here's Towns. Right side, Anunoby. And there it is for him. 59 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's in.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And that sends Jalen Brunson to the free throw line. That one on Mitchell.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Hunter passes to Okoro. Hunter against Brunson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Just getting inside as a wing can help you out a lot. And Hunter right there forces the defense to foul.
This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Here's Brunson. Out to Bridges. Ball stolen. Ooh, poked away. Here's Cleveland. 3-point lead. And it's Okoro penetrating. Yes!
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Stolen by Mitchell. With the drive. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Cavaliers.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have two choices. You can either...
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it.